recording.
Okay.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with our lovely Mr. Lossusser, aka I don't know if you want me to say your real name, but
I do not care.
okay, aka Brody. We're back in Morbidly Modded. There's a couple of things that I've done this morning when I was on here, just fixing it up. I was fixing the pier a bit, so I added a fountain. I added this little nice little road right here. Um, so I was talking with Brody and I was like, what would be a good idea to build? And he said sort of like a feed shed, but like this is like more of like a coastal city. And before that, he said like a Chick-fil-A. So I don't know if like a restaurant would be good, maybe a Chick-fil-A. So we're gonna start building and experimenting with that. It'd be the first restaurant we have here. So that's gonna be, I don't know, should I put it right over here like a Chick-fil-A right by the water? I'm not sure.
I mean, like you're making like a tourist attraction, aren't you? That's basically what the coastal city is like, kind of just like a tourist attraction.
It's really not like, it's more of like, um you haven't seen a video yet, but how would I put this? It's it's
More
just
residential.
it's just a city. Just picture a city.
Well, when I think of cities, I don't really think of the city like that. I think of like, okay, what's famous about the city,
Just put it right here.
right? Is it the architecture? Is it the sites? Is it the people? Food.
How do you know the cities don't have to be famous?
I guess.
You you
Usually
guess.
there's something. Usually there's something like good about a city. Like, oh yeah, you go to this place because of this. You don't go to this place because of that.
Not necessarily, Brody. You could just live in a city and just live in the city. The city could just be known for nothing. It could just be
Yeah, you
boring as
can you
shit.
can just live there and be fine.
What's that?
Then you can figure out like what would be cool about the city. But I think every single
What's
like
that?
place is kind of like that. It's like a person. Every single person is different, and those differences create like a personality for the person.
They create a personality for the. Well, it does, but like, just picture a city in Minecraft. Do you think most cities in Minecraft have a personality?
Well, you're a professional builder. Like, of course, you're gonna add personality to it. You're not gonna make it all bland.
Not all the time though. Like, I don't know how to build this Chick
Well,
Fil
I haven't seen it. If you're making something bland, then yeah.
A. You're making something. You think I'd make something bland?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You gotta add the personality to the area.
Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, most like cities don't. I'm gonna say this: most cities don't have personality anymore. Like it's all the same stuff. Same car washes, same
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't say cities. Cities do, towns don't. Like any place that has a population over like what would be a good population, like over 10,000, has a little bit of personality because they'll at least have like a cute little cafe here or something.
Not necessarily, but that doesn't add personality. That's just one building out of a sea of them.
100%, man. Like you can have like a great personality of like, oh yeah, we treat our customers with hospitality here and this and that, right? And then like that influences the town to have like good hospitality. So that's the personality of the town. It's like, oh yeah, this is homely. It has like it takes care of its guests.
True, but like that's still not like, you know what I mean. Like not all towns and cities, have
Well,
that.
give me an example then.
Okay, so
What's what
a
town
town
or city has
above
zero personality?
a town or a city that has over 10,000 people, right?
Yeah.
Norfolk, Nebraska.
That's a college town. Of course, it has personality.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
When
does.
you
It's a
think of a
college town.
when you think of a college town, what comes to mind? People partying, right? That's not personality. That's a
Oh,
stereotype. You could stereotype things, but like that's not a personality, you
I
know?
don't really think about that. Whenever I think of Norfolk, I think about like they have a cool shopping mall, and they have a Raising Cane's there.
They don't have a cool shopping mall.
Well, like a strip mall, not a shopping mall, a strip mall.
Well, yeah, they do got a Target, but like they don't got like what would you go to Norfolk for? Like let's say you're touring around the US. What would you go to Norfolk for?
Um,
I need to look at it.
well, I would mostly go for either Raising Cane's because the closest ones are either Omaha, Norfolk, or Fremont. Right? There isn't another one somewhere, right?
Yeah, but like that's a restaurant. That's something like that doesn't give personality.
Or I'll go and I'll find something to do because to be honest, Norfolk also has sites. It's like a little historical.
But that's everywhere. That doesn't give it personality though. Like, oh my
Or
god,
you gave a I think
this old person visited here 1,000 years ago. Wow. You
and
know?
old people have personalities, don't they? Boom roasted.
Like, oh my god, that's a historical site. This man found this land 1,000 years ago before any other person, even though there was natives here. Wowzers. You know, like that doesn't give personality. Your channel becomes a philosophical debate channel now.
Yeah, I know, right? Like what makes the difference between personality and some information about something?
A personality and some information about something.
Yeah, because like, does history count as personality? Because that's just information. It's not really anything that like adds character to the town, unless it's like it made a
Do you
effect on how people live.
do you think it had an effect on people? Let's take Norfolk, Nebraska as an example again. Do you think people that live there have had like or like the history behind it have like had that effect? Like, oh my god, this historical thing has
I mean,
affected my entire well-being. No, I don't personally I don't think so. Like if you're oh shit, that's actually a better color than what I had.
haha.
Well, it's like I've seen this white brick color before, and I was like, where have I seen it from? And I found it.
What was it? Concrete?
No, it's called small glowstone bricks.
Oh.
I don't know why it says small. It's not small. Um, but
But think about it. Your life is impacted by all those people like 100 years ago because you actually get to live there. Like, think about it. If we weren't like able to live here, or if our parents weren't able to live here, right? Would we even be people right now? That's like a question you ask yourself if you're high.
if you're high, that's good if you're high.
That's like a whoa, man. You're messing with my mojo, man.
This looks like a mess. It's just gonna work out for now. This is a Chick-fil-A knockoff branch.
It's Chick-fil B.
It's Chick-fil-B. Yeah, it's Chick-fil-B.
You have to put that on the sign now. And then I patent pended all of it. I am the patent pending office.
Well, like I can go through later and like chisel a sign, but like right now this is the best I can do, and that's more detailed than a regular Chick-fil-A.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay. Should I play a couple of setup spells in my game right now so that I do more damage, or should I just kill this green man?
Just kill the green man. What are you doing?
Well, it's just I have a lifesteal spell, right? And if I do more damage, then I heal more, you know. But if I get rid of him, then he doesn't do any more damage to me. So it's kind of like a win-win either way. It's just I don't know which one will like be better. Should I take more damage so I can heal all the way, or should I just take him out so then I can not receive more damage?
Um, just take him out.
Yeah, I did 1,300 damage, and he only had 700 health.
See, you won. GG.
But you're just making a Chick-fil-A? Is that what you like, agreed upon?
Yeah, this is a Chick-fil-A knockoff branch.
Yes.
Well, I finished it this video now because it's fucking huge. I made this thing big.
How big are you making it? 200 blocks by 200 blocks.
That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, you got a 4,000. What is that number?
4,000.
Yeah, 4,000 square blocks of Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, man, we gotta have them 4,000 blocks of Chick-fil-A.
That's a lot of chicken.
I
And you
know.
gotta have like 60 workers working in that thing too.
Yeah, but
They always have a crap ton of workers.
You know, maybe I'll just do this. This will be just the top of the building. And then this right here will be like the lower part, I picture it now like a KFC sort of building. Here. It's like red like a Chick-fil-A building, but like KFC.
Yeah.
This looks so tacky. I don't know how to build architecture, apparently. This sucks.
Dude, that guy that walked up to me and was like, "Oh, you need some?" Right?
His wife has stolen before. I was telling you, like, I remember him. I remember he does music too, and I was like, yeah, he's stolen. I'm like, I remember him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, him and his wife had scanned at self checkout.
Oh.
I had told you guys that. I was like, they're thieves. I'm like, I know.
Oh. What? Everyone does that. They'll scan like one when they have like three. It's fine. Whatever. That's not like they're not going to like do a hard time in jail because of that. You can just like confirm, like, hey, that's not cool, man.
No,
That's what you really do.
They could do a hard time in jail for that. You know that, right?
Bryce.
I legitimately press charges against people that do that. They spend time in jail.
You do not need to. It depends on how much they're doing it. Okay? Because that's not up to you. That's up to like the cops, right? If they take over like I think it's $500. If they take over $500 with stuff, then they get hard time. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they just get banned from Walmart and they have to pay some fines or something.
So usually it's a misdemeanor. If you have 3 offenses, no matter how much the amount is, it becomes a federal crime. If you have $500 on your first offense, that is technically a federal crime. Or if your second offense and your first offense add up to $500, that is a federal crime.
So if I walk into a gas station, I take a candy bar, and I get caught by the cops, right? Mm-hmm. That's 1. I do it again. That's 2. I do it again. That's 3.
Yep.
If that's not even $10 worth of goods. I'd still get hard jail time with a felony on my record.
Yep.
That's dumb.
That's how it be. You didn't know that? You gotta be
No, I thought you had to have the $500 thing.
No, you don't. I haven't even asked you one question. It's just been us talking.
Yeah, just making a podcast, dude. I don't know why you're trying to make it like special. Just make it a podcast.
It's sort of like a build podcast. I don't know what else to do here. I don't want the roof to be completely flat. No, it froze.
You gotta add levels because like some Chick-fil-A's have the playpen.
No, we ain't gonna add the playpen.
What, you're not gonna give the kids, the little chicks, their playpen?
Nope.
What kind of Satanist are you?
A good one. You know what? I'm just gonna copy and paste.
A good one.
I'm gonna copy and paste this side to that side, and I'm gonna fix the logo and just do it on that side.
I'm so jealous of people that know how to use the world edit stuff.
I do.
Like, I remember when I like actually played Minecraft that like I wanted to make like big builds, but I never could because it would take thousands of like blocks, hand placed and everything. Because I was trying to make like the walls from Attack on Titan by hand, and it was terrible, man. It took forever. Have you ever done that?
Made the walls from Attack on
That's
Titan.
that's your next building thing. You need to make uh like scenes, so then you can put your pixel arts in the scenes.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, you don't want to do that?
That's a lot of work.
Like, imagine you're doing like one of the One Piece uh pixel art tutorials, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the whatever the fish dude's name is, right? Captain Fishhook, whatever his name is. And
You mean
you put
Arlong?
him Arlong, whatever. I don't remember the fish dude.
You don't
Okay, I just
remember anything. And I'm like, damn. I'm like,
that's because I watched the first like 100 episodes like a year and a half ago.
well, maybe you gotta rewatch them.
I could, but like it's just not the same, you know. Like it's like when you rewatch a show and you're like, oh, this is gonna happen.
Well, then
Well,
start from the 100th episode and watch.
but then I if there's like parts that I miss, you know, I'm not like remembering. So it's kind of just like this in between state where I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do because I don't want to start like too far ahead that I don't know it, but I don't want to start like too early so then it's boring, you know.
Yeah. Every time I watch Lucifer and I never finish it.
I know, right? Like they've had the final season of Lucifer out for the longest time. I watched like the first two seasons and I get bored.
I don't even
And
watch
it's the
it.
same with Supernatural. I've been stuck on like season like I think season 10 or something like that for the longest time. Just because I'd watch like 10 minutes of an episode, I'm like, oh, this one's boring, man.
This is what looks like a Chinese restaurant now.
You're making a Panda Express.
No, it doesn't look like that. You can come in the room and see real
Well,
quick.
you're making it out of red stuff, right? Because that's what Chick-fil-A has is like red
Yeah,
and white.
come in here and look at it real quick.
I'm in the middle of fighting green men so I can get some leaves. This quest takes forever because they never want to drop their leaves. I'm not gonna use any of those spells. I'm just gonna use this. Oh, cast it, please. Don't lag. There we go.
There we go.
I'll be in there in like probably 10, 15 because these guys take forever to die. If I don't one-shot them, they're life monsters, so they have healing spells and stuff. So it's just annoying.
Yeah, Wizard 101.
Yeah, you better make fucking Wizard 101 series, dude. I'll go back on YouTube to do that with you.
So this is... Okay, so let's go from here to here. We'll set oak planks.
I don't want to do that.
We'll do the same thing from here to here.
Yeah.
Oak planks.
35. Okay, do you think 35% and 30% would be 65% total of 335, right? Like that added on, would that do more than 720 damage?
Maybe.
Plus, it's boosted because it's like the typing is better. So 65% of 335 is like it's like 170 something. Like if I had 100, almost 200. I'll just say 200. If I had 200 damage to this guy, right? If I add 200 That'd be 535, 535 plus the boost. Plus the boost is being percent increase too. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I'm not qualified to answer those questions.
I just added another 30% to it, so it's 100%. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay, let's see here. I need to get closer to the building so I can drive through.
Ask me one of the questions that you were like planning on asking me,
So
because you haven't done that.
usually I just search up questions. Like, what questions would you be comfortable in me asking?
Literally anything.
Anything. So I would just search up
Well,
on
oh,
Google like 100 questions to ask someone that's a new friend, 100 questions, 100 weird questions to ask somebody, 100, just randomly, and I'll just go through them and I'll be like, hey, do you have? Let's say, what's your if you were given tomorrow any superpower you want, what would it be? Like that's one of them. Like, what would you want to be?
um, probably time travel.
Why?
So then I could like gain more knowledge than the average person, and like not be politically swayed by stuff. Because I can actually go back in time and like figure stuff out myself instead of having to like trust something else.
So you'd want to relive things that already happened.
Yes. Well, no, not like live it. I can just be there to witness it. I'm not gonna like be stuck in that time. I'll be able to like travel back and forth.
Yeah. So you'd want to re-see like events like what event would you want to re-see?
Um, I would probably want to see like let's see, what would be a fun one, like Franz Ferdinand's assassination, to see if it was actually worth having a world war. You know?
And you think that's something that you would get like politically swayed about?
Well, there's uh like conspiracy theories about stuff, and like maybe like go back to the 60s and see the moon landing and see if it'd be like actually real, stuff like that. It doesn't
So
have to be like that.
here's the question then: do you believe the moon landing isn't real then?
No, but like some people do.
And how would you come back and prove that? Then be like, hey, the moon landing was real. Hey, it wasn't real.
I wouldn't have to prove it. I can just like know in my head, I'm like, okay, they're stupid. I don't have to like just take someone else's word for it.
Yeah,
I can be 100% sure on everything in life. I don't have to think about stuff.
that's true, but
I can go back and see what a T-Rex actually looks like instead of like just taking a scientist's like prediction.
you never come back and you'd be like, what happened to him?
Everyone's like, "What happened to this guy?"
Ooh, there's an easel. That's cute.
Or like go back in time and like recover documents that are like very crucial to something. Like go back in time and see if Jesus is real, so then like I can like make sure that I'm like believing in religion and stuff.
Would you believe that you weren't believing in religion if you were?
Well, it's hard. Like it's very very unrealistic with what I've been taught my whole life, right? That someone can come back to life. Like that is just not real. That's not a thing that can happen, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, right, everyone believes in it. I think it's more of a, oh yeah, like we believe in hope and this and that. And it's not really about the person, right?
Yeah. That's.
So, but if I can go back in time and see that, and if it's real, then holy crap.
Mm-hmm. Would you start believing in it then?
You would have to. What do you mean, would I? If you went back in time and saw some dude get put on a cross, left there to die, and just come back to life,
I would think, damn, they didn't finish this man off.
You'd kill him for him.
Nothing ever
So,
happened. Just be like,
just
what?
destroys all of the history of the Catholic Church and everything.
I'd be like, I don't know what happened. I just work here.
Sorry, guys. This Jewish guy was just making me a little mad.
This fucking Jewish guy he looked at me the wrong way.
This weird hairy guy kept running at me with blood all over his face. I decided to take him out of his misery.
I
Or
just
like go back in time and like just have a conversation with like Da Vinci or somebody. Like of course I would have to like learn old Italian or whatever he would speak back then, like Latin or something. But like that's fine.
yeah.
I can 100% like get into a conversation with someone with like a brilliant mind.
Let's see here. Can I place down?
Or go into the future and have a conversation with like me. That would be fun.
You'd break the time space continuum though.
Not really, because I already know I'm a time traveler.
Oh, that's debatable though. Like,
If I didn't know I was a time traveler, if I had dementia, like I go to myself when I'm like 80 years old. I have dementia and I didn't know I had time travel. And I'm just like shitting my pants at seeing myself when I'm younger. Like I seen a ghost.
I be saying things. I want.
This guy is making me mad. He put a minus 80% on himself and then a minus 25% attack on me. So like I'm gonna do no damage. Yeah, I did 169. That's terrible. What superpower would you pick?
What superpower would I pick?
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. Like,
Would you pick something basic like flight? Because flight's fun, but it's kind of basic. You can't really like ask more questions about it because it's just like, oh yeah, it's a decent answer.
yeah, but like, I'd get bored of it real quickly.
A flight?
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, you can also you can get some questions out of it. Actually, now that I think about it, you can ask like, oh yeah, but like, how fast would you be able to go?
I wish I honestly wish there was a superpower that lets you just sort of like a wishing rock where like you can make wishes come true.
Like that one movie that
Yeah.
was like really terrible.
I like that movie, okay?
What was the name of the movie?
The wishing like wishing rock.
Was that the actual name of the movie?
Yeah.
Because all I remember there was a booger monster and there was like little like alien spaceship things flying around in his backpack or whatever.
Yeah, that's like I think it's wishing rock. But like think about that though, like if I had the power to make wishes come true, I thought these would be like little like holders for the bushes. So I thought they'd be cute. But I don't know. They sort of look ugly now. No
I
wonder.
mean, if you time traveled, you kind of can make wishes come true.
Sort of, but sort of not at the same time, Brody.
Well, if you time travel, then like you can relive almost any moment, right? And then at the same time, you can go back in time and like get like expensive stuff, or you could probably get away with almost anything because you can grab something, have it on your person, right? And then like time travel 100 years in the future, and no one would ever notice that it's gone because oh my god, it's 100 years, you know?
Yeah.
And then go back and give it to the person that really needed it.
Why is that what you would do?
Yeah, I would Robin Hood the fuck out of all of my powers. I would never use my powers for selfish like stuff.
Never for selfish stuff.
I would
I've
commission my powers so then I can like help like people talk to their loved ones.
I would do the same thing, but like think about it. If you were able to make wishes come true, Be like a genie. Be like, hey, I can make your wishes come true. Just talk to them. Who knows? Maybe it could be something good, something bad, but like,
Yeah, but you can also be called someone like crazy. Unless you did a wish in front of them to like start it off, I think they would just call you crazy because that is kind of crazy. Just like walk up to somebody and be like, "I can make all of your wishes come true." It's like creepy.
oh well, they could think what they want.
Just be like, "Oh, if you don't want my wish, then fuck off."
What else can I put out here? God diggity. Pot.
All right, I'm gonna go in there in a second to see what you're making. I'm just gonna turn in this quest real quick because I finally got my leaves. Freaking men didn't want to give me my leaves. Okay, get out of this building. All right, let's see how gross your Chick-fil-A is or restaurant, whatever you're making, because you told me it doesn't look like Chick-fil-A.
It really doesn't. It's sad, but
How bad is it?
look at this logo.
What the fuck is that?
This is my Chick-fil-A restaurant. I've made Chick-fil-A's before, but like I was like looking off of a bunch of different ones, and I regret it. So it's like it's more like a Chinese restaurant
Why
now.
don't you make one that's kind of like ours, where it has like a huge overhang thing that cars go under?
That's what I was thinking, but like I don't know. So this is just a
Yeah,
restaurant.
you can add a drive-through.
I know this is what I was doing right here. This is gonna be a drive-through, so I was working on that. But then I wanted little seating areas. So this is what that became, and this is what I did this morning, Brody. I went through and I
You made,
landscaped.
like a U.
Well, yeah, I landscaped this, and then this is what I built on episode 2, and this was episode 1, and then this is just the zoo that I've been working on slowly. I've showed them the subscribers that the beautiful zoo. I want these to be named. Right now, there's just no names.
Needs honey.
Needs named. Needs named.
What were those things?
Those are turtles. These are seals.
That is not a turtle.
This is a turtle. Tortoise. Then we got hippos in here. You have Hipplato and Hippocomputerus. And then these guys over here have no names.
Name one Christian.
Christian, why?
I don't know. This is a funny name.
And then I built this. So these are snow leopards. There's
Someone's getting out. What is that thing?
It's a roadrunner. It's native. We got a bunch of jellyfish that have no names. Bunch of jellyfish. Bunch of jellyfish that just float to the top. There's Sika
You
spider
should try to
crabs.
make one of like in some zoos there's like the aquarium area has in the middle of it like almost like a petting zoo kind of thing where you can go up and touch a starfish.
That's what I was thinking about, but I don't know yet. But this is what I've been working on along with the city. And of course we got pandas. We got more turtles. Yeah. I like this right here. So this is like a little beach area. It's got a couple seats. Well, some of it was already here and I just developed it over time. And then this is the office building. The top I did off camera, but then the bottom I haven't done yet. Here's one of my ducks. He just walks around. And this is the pet store that
Has no pets in it.
there's no pets in it yet, but yeah. I think it's cute so far. We got a crappy Chinese Chick-fil-A. What?
You should make it like a strip mall.
What strip mall?
Like that Chick-fil-A area as a strip mall.
Maybe. Oh, I gotta build something over here too. But I was gonna like make it not look so flat. Right now it's just flat. So I was gonna bring it around and bring it back that way, but I don't know yet. I don't know, what's this over here? I've never noticed this.
You built something without actually knowing you built something?
No, this is Morbidly Modded takes Crazy Craft and makes it crazier.
Oh, you can make something on top of that island.
Nah, no, it's just a city. That's what we're building, a city. So,
You wouldn't want to try to make something mystical?
no. And usually I don't do interiors on camera. So, I'm basically done with it. So, I'm going to build like the driveway off camera, do some more landscaping, do some stuff like that. I think I like it. It's not bad, isn't it?
I think you need to work on the sign. Because the sign doesn't... I can't read it.
You're not supposed to. It's gibberish.
You made like a circle.
Look at this side compared to that side.
Okay, I can tell. If you go back to the other side, right? You can tell. That's a C. I don't know what that is. That supposed to be an H?
No. You can't fit Chick-fil-A all in there.
Well, you can at least do the Chick-fil-A chicken thing for the C.
Oh, I'm stupid. What did I do right here? There we go. It's fixed. Did I do that over here too, or is it just when I know?
Oh, right there. You're probably getting too excited. I think you missed a block.
It's okay. But yeah, like, I don't think
You have
it's
a church behind you.
There's way more. Flattening land and
Why would
other
you do
things.
that on a crazy server? Is it just so you can have like the NPCs?
Well, I got NPCs, blocks, all that. And then, like, it just adds more to it. Like, what if one day I want to make, like, a bar, but it's going to be a goblin bar, you know? I got goblins. Yes. / shitstone. But, yeah. You think it's cute so far? There's a lot of potential.
I can't tell anything yet.
What do you mean you can't tell anything yet?
Because it's too early. Oh, I forgot I got the tickets from the football game.
Yeah, that he lost, sadly.
Yeah. You didn't even eat one.
I know. I could have given it to you.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we got native seals. They like to bathe. But yeah,
I'm gonna go back in my room. I'm gonna finish some more quests.
some more quests.
Download Wizard.
Download Wizard 101. Start a Wizard 101 series.
I'll make a new YouTube account to do that stuff.
Oh, yeah, you don't have a YouTube account yet.
Oh, there's a mouse in my room.
Yeah, he came from my room. He was chillaxing here, running around.
I was maxing, chillaxing, acting all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. Well, a couple of guys that were no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. You think that's copyright?
Probably is.
Nickelodeon probably has so many copyrights on that song. Not even funny. I bet you that, what's his name?
Is that
I have his face in my brain. Will Smith. I bet you Will Smith makes no money off that song. Like, have you seen the Ned's Declassified, like, cast doing their podcast stuff?
Yeah, and they like to make no money.
Yeah, they make no residuals on any of it. They literally got paid by the episode to do the episode, and then they got nothing off of the like replayability of it.
That's what sucks.
That's what?
That's what sucks. They swoop them in there and they're like, hey, can you do this for me? I'll pay you. But then they don't pay residuals. Like nowadays they do residuals, but like back then a lot of the time it wasn't residuals.
Yeah. I think that's why a bunch of Nickelodeon stars back in the day wanted to be on Disney, but they couldn't, so they went to Nickelodeon. And then now Disney stars want to go to Nickelodeon.
Yeah. Everyone wanted to work with Dan Schneider back in the day. No.
Dan Schneider. He's not Rob Schneider.
He's Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
That man did a lot of fucked up shit.
Yeah. I think I just got done with all of Wisteria. I've talked to Merle Ambrose, though.
Wow, you got done with all of Wisteria.
I got all the quests done.
Wowzers.
I'm level 30. That's pretty fast.
Level 30?
Level 30.
Level 30. I gotta like
level.
raise the ground a bit because at the zoo the ground gradually raises, but over here in like the city part it hasn't raised yet. So I gotta go through and like raise it up one and make it look more natural.
Have you ended the video?
No.
I was like, I haven't heard an outro, but he said he was gonna like do all the other stuff off camera. So I don't know if
Well, I
he
started
he
building the road and I was just sitting here thinking about it. I sh-
ended.
I should end the video. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for watching episode 3 of Morbidly Modded. If you do like the series, please leave a like, strip. If you have not, if you want to see a certain building, whatever built, please also comment that down below. I will build them. Even if it looks shitty, like my Chinese Chick-fil-A knockoff. Hopefully next time you guys come here, I'll have the pet store interior done. I'll have more landscaping done. I'll have the hopefully the Chick-fil-A knockoff interior done. And maybe the zoo will have more stuff done to it, or maybe next video is part of the zoo, and we just work on some stuff. So, thank you for coming to the channel Bam Bam. Want to be Dan, and thank you for all being great nerdsters. I appreciate all of you. I suck at outros, so thank you for coming and goodbye.